What do you want to be when you grow up?
Let me think about that.
Hi everyone, my name is Antonia Mootoo and I am a therapist. I'm also the founder of Theraco Consultants Limited, which is a consultant agency that provides individual, group as well as family counseling. So ever since I was young, I always wanted to get into a profession that really made an impact in people's lives, and therapy was the best option for me. And I loved all the theoretical frameworks. I loved all the background information that helped me understand myself as well as helped me to understand how to help others. And I think my motivation is just seeing people grow, seeing people improve, seeing people love their lives finally. And that alone is motivation for me to want to continue every single day in my profession. Just seeing the impact that it makes on other people and how happy it can help somebody's life, it's perfect. I've actually been practicing counseling for well over a decade. I started off in the public service and then I branched off into my private practice, which is located at Gulfview Medical in San Fernando, as well as I provide online services for some of my clients via my website at www.theracoconsultants.com. So my educational background, I have a degree in psychology with a minor in human resource management. I have a master's in clinical social work and I am a certified psychiatric social worker. I also did a lot of courses varying in different areas of therapy as well as counseling interventions. I am always a stickler for believing in continuous learning. You've never stopped, you never can stop, because you always have to improve yourself to help others and keep up with the times. So I always believe in constantly educating yourself as well as trying to educate your audience to create a better learning environment for everyone involved. So if you're doing a basic degree in Trinidad or in the Caribbean, it's usually 3 years. I know in the States it's sometimes 4, maybe 4.5 years, depending on the type of degree you're doing. Master's varies from about 2 years to maybe 3 or 4, depending on the length of study, as in whether it's full-time or part-time. And your doctorate usually goes from 3 to 5 years if you want to go and study and specialize as well. And as I said before, you always want to have continuous learning. So just because you have a doctorate doesn't mean you have to stop learning. Keep learning, keep adding to your repertoire of professionalism and become the best version of you every single day. In Trinidad, it's really good to become a certified social worker or a certified psychologist and be on one of the boards in Trinidad. So I'm on the board of the medical and psychiatric social workers. There's also the boards of psychology, etc., that you can join. So that way you can always have that professional certificate showing that you are certified, that you are continually learning, and that you are also continuously building in the professional field of public service or private service in Trinidad. So I have a private practice. Some of the people with my educational background can also be certified social workers within the medical field, within the psychiatric field, as well as school social workers. You have family therapists, you have family social workers, you have guidance counselors. There are a lot of different fields of work within that psychology/social work background that you can engage in, both in the public service as well as in the private practice. Some people work primarily in private companies where they provide EAP services, employee assistance programs, to employees of that company, which is providing counseling as well as interventions for the employees and their families. So I do a lot of social media intervention as well. I post my videos, Therapy Talks with Antonia, but that is my give back. That is my addition to helping people learn, helping people educate themselves on not just therapeutic topics, but as well as real life, everyday situations, activities and topics that, we're going into as a society, and sometimes we just need a little bit of tools, we just need a little bit of knowledge into how to manage it and how to face it and not be overwhelmed by these typical socio-psychological behaviors and activities that we have. What I love about the social media marketing aspect is that you can reach so much more people. It's so much more accessible, and so persons that, let's say, don't go out as much or don't have much of that word of mouth referral from their friends and their family, they can go online and go on the explore page of Instagram, or just search through Facebook, and they can see some of your information, they can see some of your posts, especially if you advertise them, and it reaches so much more of an audience for you to stretch yourself and market your professionalism. So I always vouch for social media marketing if you want to reach larger scales of clients. So pros of my job is that you actually get to see people improve their lives. You get to see their quality of life become so much richer and so much better for them. And that alone is a gift to you. Without anything else, you get to see them become a better version of themselves and be happier, and that's amazing. One of the cons of the job though is that you are mentally and physically exhausted, especially if you have a very hectic day and you do a lot of sessions every single day. Mentally your mind gets strained, and you can possibly suffer burnout if you don't take breaks. So it's very important for you to always practice self-care in your profession and be self-aware of when you're getting to that point that you're just exhausted, and stop and take a break. It's okay if you need a little bit of time off. It's okay if you take a little bit of me time, because if you want to give a good service to a client, you have to be in a good place. Mentally, physically, you have to be clear-minded to be able to help them. So take care of yourself if you want to help take care of other people. Another pro about my job is that I get to meet so many different people in so many cultures and so many experiences, and I believe that I learn so much from my clients as much as I teach my clients. And every day is a new experience, and every day is a learning curve for me to add to who I am as a person as well as a professional. And I do believe that I am growing just as much as my clients grow because of my experience with them. So I'm grateful for them, for everything that I have learned and for everything that I have changed upon with them. And I am grateful for what I can do for them and help them get a better way of life. So thank you so much for having me on your career fair virtually. I hope my job and my information helps anyone. And if you ever have any questions about wanting to get into a type of practice like therapeutic practice, into a private practice, or whether it is into the public service, feel free to give me a call at 798-4261 or on the office number at 283-HELP. That is 283-4357. You can come see me at Bellevue Medical in San Fernando, or you can check out my website at www.thercoconsultants.com. Thank you so much for having me, and everybody have a blessed day. Take care. Bye-bye.